And the headmaster of the Queen of Peace JHS, Mr. Paul Dramina, was found hanging dead on a mango tree behind his own fence wall at Rioso, a suburb of Techiman in the Bono East region. The said incident has thrown the school in a state of shock, as both teaching and learning have since been heavily affected due to the demise of the 45-year-old. Correspondent Anna Sabit has been speaking with some teachers of the school and came through with the following report.
Headmaster of the Queen of Peace RC Junior High School reportedly committed suicide at about 16 hours GMT on Monday. Mr. Paul Dramina was in the school on Monday before the said incident happened.
He came to school on that fateful day and then said he had a discussion with the bishop. So that was what he said, and then went away. That was the last that we saw or heard from him.
The school is currently in a state of shock at the incident, with teaching and learning heavily affected. Mr. Ebua Henry Jr. teaches English in the school.
Mr. Dramina is very friendly. Anytime he comes, he inquires from us, our well-being. We exchange some pleasantries and then he goes back to his office. Yes, as you can see, we are all disturbed. Yes, and shocked. You can see shock written on our faces.
But how was Mr. Dramina's relationship with the teaching staff before the unfortunate incident occurred? Madam Theresa Sapon shares with us her fondest memories of the late headmaster.
You see, Master, should I say he's my junior brother? I know him before he came as a head. So Master is my colleague, is my brother, is my everything. He's my friend too. We chat like brother and sister. So I've missed him a lot.
Tufo Isaac, also a mathematics tutor in the school, tells Joy News that though Mr. Dramina was a man of few words, he was very lively with academic works.
I was his secretary when he was the vice chairman, vice cathedral youth chairman. I was his secretary before coming here. Apparently, we were working hand in hand. He used to call for meetings. If anything bothers him, he'll call for a meeting, academic board, I need to meet you. In fact, he's a reserved type, as we all know, but when it comes to meetings or when something is bothering him concerning the school, we call for a meeting. But we are mourning, we are all saddened, and we are in a state of shock.
Isaac, also known as T.I., recollects his last encounter with the late head teacher of the school.
I had 3 encounters with him on Monday. When I came to school in the morning, I went to his office. He asked of my father's condition because my father had already been admitted at the hospital. So he asked how my father was faring on Monday morning. And I told him, oh, by God's grace, he's doing good. In the afternoon, he came to my table over here and told me that he was going to print some documents. That was the last statement or the last conversation I had with him. In fact, I don't know, and only God can tell.
Now, contrary to an earlier report that Mr. Dramina hanged himself in the school's staff common room, T.I. says the incident happened close to Mr. Dramina's residence.
Let's all consider it as fallacy or lies, because it didn't happen in the school. All the teachers were around. I was the last teacher to leave school because I had afternoon classes with the kids, and that took me, or it traveled to 4 o'clock in the evening, 4 o'clock p.m. And he wasn't around by then. I don't know why this fake news is circulating that he hanged himself in the school and the student came. So if a student came to find out in the staff common room, the question is, where were the teachers? Where were the teachers by then? So it didn't happen here.
He, however, calls on the police to hasten investigations in order to unravel the actual cause of Mr. Dramina's death. Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Techiman.
May his soul rest in perfect peace.